Hello everyone, how are you today? It's Kay. So this is the 19th of November and this is on Friday. So happy Friday everyone. I hope you're having a great day today. So since this live stream started a bit earlier than it's scheduled usually, this is right now at 12 at noon in UTC time zone. So it starts 2 hours a bit earlier. So you may be watching this one on the archive. So today I will analyze the JPY pairs that are trending, or almost the JPY pairs are trending right now because of strong JPY. So I will cover the JPY pairs and do some market overview. So for those who are new to my channel, my name is Kay and I am a full-time Japanese Forex trader who is living in Dubai from this July. And this channel is all about using Ichimoku Kinko to spot trends and reversals and to improve your trades. And the goal for this channel is to help you become a non-losing trader. So hopefully you enjoy today's live session. So let's start right now. Quickly, as a disclaimer, please, if you are taking trades, since this is basically based on my own experience, knowledge, when you take trades, please do at your own risk. And also, since this is live stream, if you can please follow the rules and guidelines, that would be great. Alright, so thank you for joining everyone, although it starts a bit earlier timing than usual. So good to see you everyone. So let me switch to the, let's see, let me switch my trading view and start to look at some JPY pairs. So Euro JPY is going down very sharply. This is in the forward chart. So let me switch to the daily chart. Yep, in the daily chart, the market is going all the way down today. Right now, so far, it's moving down like 159 pips already. So it's a strong downtrend and it might be overshooting. So we'll analyze it in the lower time frames and see if this trustable still to sell or not. You can do so by Ichimoku, so I will talk about that. So now there is the daily chart shows that the Kumo is too small, and also the market broke the Kumo, but the Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen were bearish, but they are above the Kumo, and Chikou span is too close. So in this case, we cannot follow the daily chart, so I prefer to go down to the forward chart. I prefer to go down to the forward chart and follow the forward chart downtrend. That means as long as H4 is trending down, I follow it. But once the forward chart goes flat, like Kumo goes flat and Kijun Sen goes flat, and Tenkan Sen could go flat also, and the Chikou span may touch the candles. In that condition, I won't look for the sell chance anymore, or I will look for an exit timing at that timing. So I do so in the forward chart, and that's what I mean by I follow the forward chart downtrend. So yeah, since it's downtrending nicely right now, let's look into the lower time frame. So here is 1 hour chart. And if you see 1 hour chart, you see that Kumo is too small, too thin, right? So this is not a trustable Kumo. What I mean by not trustable is it might retrace backwards. The market might retrace backwards when you see this very thin Kumo. So 1 hour chart is not really a good time frame. So I will look at the 30-minute chart. And 30-minute chart also shows that the Kumo is too tiny, too small. So we have to expect a retracement in this case. So in this case, I don't take a sell. Right, so this is a confirmation by the middle time frames. So basically my strategy, what I called KTS, case trading strategy, offers you watch the chart in multiple time frames. So I watch first, I will look at the daily chart and the forward chart and see which time frame is trending by Ichimoku. And once I capture the trend direction, then I look at the 1 hour or 30-minute time frame to see if that downtrend in this case was trustable. And if it's trustable, then finally I go all the way down to 5 or 15-minute time frame and take a trade. So this is my strategy, and you can access to this website where you can download the free PDF of my strategy under free download and KTS case trading strategy. So if you haven't accessed it here yet, please come to here and click download and get the free PDF, and you can get the free video here too. Because basically, I explain my strategy based on this KTS on this YouTube channel. So coming back to Euro JPY, right now 30 is too thin the Kumo and 1 hour is too thin Kumo. So I don't look at the lower time frame. I don't spend to look for the selling edge in the lower time frame in this case. Alright, so that's the Euro JPY. And since this is JPY pair, we can also look at the Tokyo box. So Tokyo box, Tokyo end was here at 129.62, and afterwards the market is going down, and it also broke the support level. It also broke the support level of 129.09 or 02, so it's going down sharply right now. So however, as I mentioned before, since this is the Kumo is too thin in 1 hour chart and 30-minute chart, we have to expect the pullback and sell afterwards. Alright, so that's the Euro JPY. And the next one I wanted to mention is the USDJPY. So USDJPY, if you look at the daily chart, this is in range still. Today is bearish, but overall it's range simply because you see the Kumo, Senko span B is flat, and Senko span A is also flat. Senko span B is the lower part when it's bullish Kumo, and the Senko span A is the upper Kumo, upper line when it's bullish Kumo. But if you see the angle of Senko span B and A, both are flat right now. So this is showing that the market is range in the long term. Kumo shows the long-term market momentum and trend, and you can see that the long term it's flat right now. And also if you look at the Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, these are also flat right now. The angle is also flat, so it shows in the short to mid-term this is also flat ranging. And also Chikou span is also important to look at. If you see Chikou span, this is touching the previous candle, so this is now in the range. So daily chart shows that this is in the range right now, so we can't see which way it's going as per daily time frame. So in this case, like I mentioned before, I go down to the forward chart and see if this is downtrending. So here is the forward chart. And in the forward chart, you can also see that the Kumo is flat right now. The Senko span B is flat. The lower part is called Senko span B, and it's flat right now. And Senko span A is retracing right now. So the market is retracing backwards, as you can see. And Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen are pointing down, but since these lines are above the Kumo, it can be fake and it may go up anytime soon. And Chikou span is still very close to the candle, so this is showing range also. So USDJPY, in the forward chart it's range, and daily chart it's range, so the market can go up or down anytime in any directions. So in this case, simply I stay away. I don't ever even look at the lower time frames in this case. Okay, so in terms of the Tokyo box, Tokyo session end was here, and Tokyo low today was around 114.24 level, and now it's going down. It also broke the support level of 113.93, so looks like it's bearish. In terms of the wave, this is on the reversed N wave. Like this way, the market is going down on the reversed N wave, but since, as we saw earlier, Kumo and Kijun-sen, Tenkan-sen, Chikou span showing flat in the daily chart and the forward chart, simply I stay away. Yep. So that's the USD/JPY, and let's look at the pound JPY next. Alright, so pound JPY in the daily chart, it's also flat in range. I can see that the Kumo is flat. As I mentioned earlier, the Senko span B is flat, and also A is flat right now, and Kijun Sen is flat, and Tenkan Sen is also flat. And Chikou span, you see the Chikou span breakout, but the price is still with the Kumo now, so this is in the range. So the market might be going up anytime soon, as per daily chart. So since we don't have the direction in the daily chart, we'll look at the forward chart. So here is the forward chart. Okay, in the forward chart, you can see that the Kumo flat still, the Senko span B flat, Senko span A retracing backwards now, but they are flat, and the price is still within the Kumo now, and the Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen are within the Kumo also, and Chikou span touching. So this is range also. It's ranging market also, so we better stay away. In terms of Tokyo Box, it also broke the Tokyo Box bearish today. So Tokyo Box low was here at the 153.94, and it broke the Tokyo Box downwards, and also support level 153.72 bearish. So it's going down right now, but as we saw earlier, daily chart and forward chart are flat right now. It may be traced backwards anytime soon. So in this chart, I don't look at the lower time frames also. So this is how I identify which market is ranging and trending. If you see only the price action, for example on the USD/JPY in the forward chart, you may think that this is bearish in wave, and you may also think that this is the head and shoulders, and you might expect the market continuously go down this way. But if you know about Ichimoku, you know that this is a range, so it may be supported around this level and goes up, or it may be bounced by this Senko span B and goes up. So you know that this is a market that you want to stay away. Yeah, so Ichimoku is very powerful. If you only look at the price action, you cannot know that this is a range, but as per Ichimoku, it's so visually understandable. So now let's look at the next one, next JPY pair. So that will be AUDJPY. Alright, so AUDJPY in the daily chart, the price is dropping down to Kumo now, and Kumo flat and Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen are pointing down. But since these are above the Kumo, these downtrend, down Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen are not trustable. And Chikou span breakout was happening, but Chikou span breakout itself is not trustable in this case. We better wait for the Kumo breakout to become a Sanko Gyakuten signal, and then you look for the sell chance afterwards. Otherwise, this is range. When the market going into the Kumo, it might be range and goes up and down like this way. So in the daily chart, we can follow it. But how about the forward chart? In the forward chart, it's bearish. You can see that the Kumo down, Kijun Sen down, Tenkan Sen down, and Chikou span below the candles. So this is a good market to look for the downtrend, and it's downtrending, and look at the lower time frames for confirmation. So unlike other JPY pairs, I think AUDJPY is a good one. So let's look into the 1 hour chart. Alright, so in the 1 hour chart, I can see that also the Kumo down, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen down, and Chikou span below the candles. So this one's nicer than other markets, and this is going down right now. Right, so you can, I will look at the lower time frame confirmation later, but AUDJPY, we can continue to monitor to look for the selling edge. And in terms of the Tokyo box on AUDJPY, it also broke the Tokyo box bearish, and now it's going down nicely. So let's move on to the CADJPY in the daily chart. Alright, CADJPY in the daily chart, this is now bearish, but the Kumo flat, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen above the Kumo, and Chikou span breakout. So in this case, we have to wait for the Kumo breakout in the daily chart to look for the sell chance. Otherwise, it may bounce by the Kumo and goes into the range. And however, if you look at the forward chart, it's bearish right now. The Kumo down, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen are down, and Chikou span below the candles. So CADJPY is another good pair to monitor and look for the sell chance. It also broke the previous support level, 90.43, and now it's going down continuously. So CADJPY is another good pair to monitor for now. So in 1 hour chart, this is also bearish. The Kumo down, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen down, and Chikou span below the candles. So it's also a good one to watch. And in 30-minute chart, the Kumo is too thin. So in this case, we just skip the 30 and we take 1 hour for downtrend confirmation. And the last JPY pair is the Swiss franc JPY. So looking at the daily chart, this is above the Kumo now, and Kumo is up. The Senko span A is up and Kumo's up, and Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen dead cross and Chikou span crossing. So we have to wait for the Kumo breakout in this case, in the daily chart. So we cannot follow the daily direction because there is no direction in the daily chart. And if you look at the forward chart, it's now flat still, the Kumo flat. When you see the bearish Kumo, like this way, the upper part is called the Senko span B, and the lower part is Senko span A. So both the Senko span B and A angles are now flat. So this is a flat Kumo, and there is no direction in the long term. And in terms of the midterm Kijun Sen, the green one is called Kijun Sen, and it's flat also. So no trend in the midterm. And in short term Tenkan Sen, the blue one Tenkan Sen in short term, it's also flat. So we have no trend right now, and we can't follow the forward chart. In this case, it may be supported at the previous support level and bounce back and goes up to the Kijun Sen. So Swiss franc JPY, we don't look at the lower time frames. So looks like among these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 JPY pairs, so far we see the Euro JPY is down, but the middle time frames are so too small, the Kumo. So we skip this one, Euro JPY, and AUDJPY is nice, and also CADJPY is also nice. So we can go down to the lower time frames and look for exactly where to sell on these two markets. So let's go down to the 5-minute chart on AUDJPY and CADJPY and talk about where to sell. So I will split the window into two, and on the left I will place the AUDJPY, and on the right I will place the CADJPY. So both ones I show a 5-minute chart just so that you are able to compare with the same time frames and look for the selling edge. So here, like I mentioned yesterday's live stream, we have to create some few scenarios. So let's see. So both are downtrending right now. So first of all, my view is bearish. So I expect the markets go down this way continuously on both pairs. And with that in mind, I look for the sell chance. So one of the things I noticed is that we can draw the descending trend line like this way on these two pairs. Yeah, these look identical. So we can draw the descending trend lines like this way. So it may bounce and goes down continuously. So that's one of the timings for future potential selling edge. And also, if both markets start to go down this way, start to go down from here, then that will be the counter trend line breakouts. So counter trend line breakout is my favorite because we can capture the selling edge very quickly. So we draw the trend lines against the direction, and you can have the counter trend line. And once the market breaks that level, breaks that line, and that will be another trading edge. That's another one. And also, I would also look at the Fibonacci and see if we have future Fibonacci bounces. So on the AUDJPY, I drew the Fibonacci level from top to bottom on the most recent high and low. And right now, the market bounced at the 50% level. So from here, it could go down this way. So that's one. And in terms of CADJPY, the most recent high is here, and most recent low was here. So I draw the Fibonacci levels from top to bottom, like this way. And I see that the market was bounced 38.2%, and potentially it goes down this way. So, and I now wait for the candle close and see if we have any engulfing candlestick or doji pin bar breakouts, and then that will be a great selling edge if it happens. However, if the market continuously go up from here, then I won't trade. I won't place a sell because that will be a not a good setup to trade sell. I only expect the market go bearish on end wave. Otherwise, I stay away in the 5-minute charts. So yeah, so with that in mind, let's continue to monitor the charts and until the end of the live today, and see if we can capture a nice selling edge. Oh, by the way, yesterday, if you have noticed it, we were talking about, I think it was Euro CAD or USD CAD. I saw the market afterwards and it went upwards after the Fibonacci bounce. So yeah, so let's see how it goes this time. Alright, so thank you for joining everyone. Great to see you again. So yeah, let me come back to some other comments now. Alright, good to see you here. So yeah, Archback, you're welcome. You're welcome here. Thank you for joining as always. Alright, and thank you everybody for joining also on this live stream today. Alright, Pound AUD is now, I think it's a range. Yeah, I don't mark this one, so Pound AUD is ranging in the daily chart and the forward charts, so you better stay away. Yeah, gold is very tricky, so we better stay away from gold also. When you see the market very tricky, then simply stay away. Or do nothing is the key. Alright, Orvin says, I took a buy and USD CAD at 1.26491, but if 5-minute candlestick close below 1.26412, I will exit immediately. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, you better exit as soon as the market goes against you in 5/15. So if you can exit earlier, that would be better. You never want to hold the losses in a long time. Yeah, never hold the losses in a long time. It's a key also to success. It helps your mind and emotion also. All right, good to see you, everyone. Thank you for joining as well. All right, Mert says, hi Kay, would you take the EURJPY Tokyo breakout before 6:30 timeframes or not KTS in bearish? No, if I only see the middle timeframes are downtrending, where the Kumo is thick enough and long enough, then I take it. But in EURJPY, we have checked the both 1 hour and 30, and we found that the Kumo is too thin. So in that case, we better stay away. All right, let's see. Yeah, good to see you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Could you please tell us about the US dollar versus Swedish krona? I haven't looked at it before, so I cannot make comment on that one. I only watch these 21 pairs on my watch list. So on those Forex pairs, I know well about how they behave, but on the other markets, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't trade exotics, I don't trade other markets, so yeah. So let's just stick to these two markets for now, AUDJPY and CADJPY, and monitor to see if we can trade on these two currencies, so that you know how I wait for the trading edge to come in the live. You know, I can show you my previous trades, my previous trading journals, but it's hard to see how I wait and how long I wait, and while I'm waiting for the trading edge, what I think about it. So in today's live stream, let's be practical and let me express my emotion, my thinking while I wait for the edge to come. Alright, Hussein says, I did short on Euro USD. Euro USD is now flat ranging in higher time frames, so my recommendation is to stay away. Alright, Alex says, hi Kay, I want to ask you about your videos about Ichimoku. Is it all about it or just the basics? These are just the basics. Yeah, if you're talking about the Ichimoku part 1 to 5 series, these are all the basics. Because we have to be practical. You know, we have to know how to really, see the charts and how to, how to analyze the charts and take trades. So, yeah, that's my answer. And Ali, if you can just type once the question, that would be great, because I have to follow other questions and comments. All right, Trader Steve says, hi Kay, can you please take a look at Pound AUD? The Pound AUD is now flat ranging in daily chart or the forward chart, so my recommendation is also to stay away. So right now I've seen EURJPY in the forward chart trending down, and Euro Swiss franc is trending also in a daily time frame, and the USD CAD is trending also in the forward chart, and Pound Swiss franc also trending, and the AUD USD is trending also, and also AUDJPY trending. I have screened these pairs before the live stream starts, and I found these pairs are trending, and other ones are basically ranging in higher time frames. So basically, I stay away in that case. All right, so let's see. All right, so I have deleted some comments so that I can focus on others' comments now. So let's see. Root says, have you catch the big move today? No, I haven't. I was basically away from the charts. In the month of November, I have been very slow because in the month of October, I got nice return, above 40% return in the month of October, and that's why I'm kind of easy going on the month of November. And also, since I got the new car in Dubai, I have been driving around, especially nighttime drive in Dubai is so beautiful. So I have been enjoying the driving, and that's why I'm kind of staying away. So right now I have no positions at the moment. All right, thank you for joining, everyone, and you're welcome. Gantu, you're welcome here. Right, Alex says stop. Yeah, please. Yeah, please, if you can just type once, and I will cover one by one on your comments. So I still have to catch up, but I'm just covering these comments one by one. So okay, let's see. Andrew Law says, hello Kate, Tokyo box for JPY pairs, good trades today. Yes, that's right. Okay, so now while talking, we have the breakout. So we have breakouts on these kind of trend lines on AUDJPY and CADJPY. So, and also Fibonacci bounce, right? So I think if I compare these two pairs, I would pick, let's see, I would pick CADJPY to sell, because there was a previous doji candle and now it's breaking bearish. And doji engulfing breakout, and it's bearish downwards, breaking bearish downwards. Yeah, so I think, AUDJPY looks better to sell. But before placing a sell, let me confirm the strength chart and see which currency, either AUD or CAD, are strong, weaker at this moment. So AUD is this one, the blue one, and sorry, what was it? The other one was CAD, right? Yeah, so CAD is here, and I can see that the CAD is a bit stronger than AUD at the moment. So in that sense also, we can place a sell on AUDJPY. All right, so I would place a sell on AUDJPY right now. Over here, I place a stop. I place a position at 82.30, and in this case, my stop loss would be above the previous high. In this case, I take the previous high here, 31 pips or 32 pips above. So this will be my stop loss, and I continue to monitor the chart. Hold on, let me do this on my mobile to place the sell also. So what I do usually is I watch and check charts by TradingView, and when I take trades, I do so by mobile, because mobile is more handy, and just few clicks I can trade. But when I launch the MT5 and PC and take positions, it may take a while. So I usually take trades by mobile. So I'm taking 31 pips of stop loss. So I will calculate my risk per trade, 2% on this particular trade. So right, so let me trade right now. Okay. All right, so this is my trade. So, just a reminder that as a disclaimer, please take your trades with your own risk management. I'm not responsible for your trades. You're the one who are responsible on your trades. So let's see if the market goes bearish continuously until the end of the live day. But I think basically both pairs are good. Both pairs are good, but I picked the AUDJPY because of the currency strength chart at the moment. All right, so let me continue to come back your comments now. All right, good to see you, everyone. Thank you for joining as well. Yeah, Ali, yeah, these are not all the videos about Ichimoku. You can access to you can go to the playlist and go to Ichimoku Basics and you can find more videos in there. All right, Mr. Fernandez, good to see you here. Thank you for joining. And Karim also, good to see you too. Thank you for joining as well. All right, Trader Steve says, how about Euro USD and Euro Swiss franc? Euro USD is now ranging flat in the daily chart and the forward charts, and also Euro Swiss franc is now bearish in the daily chart. All right, let's see. Okay, Archback says, hello, Kay, if you don't mind answering, after you considered yourself as a profitable trader, what was the biggest lose streak or accumulated drawdown you received on your account? I've had some drawdowns in the past. In the month of, I think it was in July, or I think it was July, August was a bit tough for myself this year. Because the market was ranging and I was taking trades, but I had some drawdowns. Like I had like 5%, 6% drawdown. So I stopped trading, basically. I only took few trades in the month of August. So in that time, when I started to lose, I stopped trading and I don't trade on that month. Or unless I see the next big trends, I don't trade. And unfortunately, there was no big trends afterwards in the month of August. I stopped trading. So, but my maximum drawdown streak will be up to 10%. If I lose 10% of my account, then for sure I will quit trading until I see the next big wave, big trends on other pairs in the market. So that's how I manage these the drawdowns. And also, as per my rule, if I have 3 consecutive losses per day, then I don't trade on that day, because most likely my strategy is not working on that day, or my emotion is not really good on that day. So that's why I simply quit trading if I lose 3 times. Let's see. Archback says, and do you reduce, increase, or keep lot size after loss? I reduce lot size, obviously. So every time I calculate a lot sizing every time I trade. So if I gain, I increase my lot sizing, but if I lose, I decrease my lot sizing. All right. Rahul, I'm not sure about the Wipro stock because I don't watch stock market, and today's topic is mainly about the trading edge and AUDJPY and CADJPY. So if you can please stick to the topic today, that would be great. All right, let's see. Alfonso says, I tested a lot of pairs in backtesting software for 5 years. Ichimoku won to all the algorithms I was testing. Okay, that's great. That's great. For myself, I don't use algo. I don't use robots. All my trades, all my exits are all manually done. But yeah, Ichimoku works. I think Ichimoku works the best in manual trades. I haven't created, or I haven't used any bots, any robots, any algos with Ichimoku, but I think manual trades is always good, is always the best in my opinion. I like to trade manually because I like to know exactly where to buy, where to sell, where to hold, and where to exit. So I prefer that way. Streets of Japan says, Hi Kay, what Forex broker do you recommend? I'm using xmtrading.com right now. And also IG Market. I use 2 brokers right now. I have been using XM Trading for a long time and it's been so reliable. I'm just keep using it. But yeah, I have tested Owanda, and Owanda sometimes offers me like very widespread and execution is not so stable. So I quit Owanda already. So since I'm in Dubai right now, I'm looking for some other brokers to simply to diversify my asset into different brokers. Among brokers, they offer different spreads. Some broker offers very narrow spread on JPY pairs or USD pairs or Euro pairs, and it depends on the broker. So simply, I want to diversify, and depending on which market I trade, I want to switch the brokers in that way. Let's see. Let me continue to cover the comments here now. All right. Trader Steve says, in looking at the AUDJPY and CADJPY or others, there are also any harmonic geometrical patterns that you would consider as confirmation? I don't use harmonic patterns, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I only use the Ichimoku Kinko-hyo, and in lower time frames I use Bollinger Band and stochastics, so in Fibonacci levels, but I don't use like harmonic patterns or something like that. Oshin says, Hi Kay, where can I see your October trading result? I have shared it on the previous live stream. It was, I think, 2 days or 3 days ago, and live stream I shared it, so you can watch the archive and see my result in the October. Alright, so now it's going down. So this is on the reverse in the wave. So now what I expect, so what I wait for is that I wait for the pullback, because market always pull back. So I wait for the pullback and pushback and pullback, and create the next reverse in the wave, and then I move the stop loss to break even. That will be the next scenario, and then I can leave chart for hours. Until I hit the break even line, I have to monitor the chart, because I'm still risking 3% to the stop loss. But once I set the break even line, then even if the market reverses backwards, I don't lose any money. So that will be either break even or win game. So I can relax and close the charts and come back a couple of hours later. So like I've been saying to the GTS members, until I set the break even line is the game you wanna play. Afterwards, you just let it go and come back afterwards. So yeah, let me go back to the strength chart. Let me refresh. Looks like JPY has been strongly uptrending right now, and the euro is now going down so sharply. And yeah, both the CAD and AUDs are also going down. And New Zealand is also going down also. So you might see downtrend on the New Zealand JPY as well. Okay, so but like this, as the market moves, I create the next scenario. So once the market goes towards my direction, then when I move it to break even is the next question. And with that in mind, I watch and monitor the chart. All right. Yeah, good to see everyone once again. If you liked today's live stream, please press the like button before you leave. And please subscribe and click the bell notification on so that in the future live streams, I might be doing live stream on different schedules depending on my situation. So you will get notified when I do the lives in the future on different timings. All right, so let's see. AUDJPY right now is, I think it's a range in the daily chart, in the forward chart. Hold on, let me place it on the right side, AUDJPY. And I look at the daily chart. So this is a range, pure range in the P wave in the daily chart. And also in the forward chart and AUDJPY, it's also range. The Kumo flat, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen flat. And this is in the P wave, so simply I stay away. We can't capture direction which way it's going, so simply we better stay away. Alright, Alex says, if I use Ichimoku and it gave a signal to enter, for example, sell, and in the same time there are positive news, what is that I can depend on Ichimoku or the news? You have to, in that case, news will overtake the Ichimoku analysis, so you better follow the news direction. Most likely, Ichimoku says downtrend, but news positive, and the market goes up, and the market will be into the range as per Ichimoku in that case. So you better stay away afterwards. All right. Yes, good to see you, everyone. Thank you for joining. All right, Alexander, good to see you from Russia. And Akshay, good to see you from India. Thank you for joining on today's live stream. Yeah, the max drawdown should be below 10%. If it exceeds 10%, then you better not trade. You better either back to demo account or you better back test until you become confident on your strategy. Okay, so I'm still catching up some old comments, so let me scroll down to some of the new comments. So I'm taking a sell right now at on the precisely on the MT5. I took the sell on 82.316. So 82.316 will be a little bit up here, and that was my. This is where I exactly placed the sell right here. And my stop loss right now is 82.62. So once again, I took the sell because in higher time frames going down, so I was expecting the market continuously to be bearish. And also I was seeing that there was a Fibonacci bounce. Fibonacci bounce was happening here. It was 50% bounce, and also candle trend line breakout, and the market was going down, and there was a, if I can zoom in the candles, you can see that there was engulfing inside bar, there was inside bar, and also doji breakout. So as soon as I see this candlestick here, I thought the market is bearish. And that's why I took a sell after I confirmed this candle close. And I entered over here. So if you are getting familiar with the price action and also the direction of the market, then you can have a clue of exactly which candlestick the market shows its bearish or bullish. Usually in the lower time frames like this, I capture the signal of the bearishness by only one candlestick like this. So it's going down. So I'm just waiting for the timing to set the break-even line. This time so far I'm running pips of around only like 11 pips. So this is too small for break-even. So I just monitor the chart and set the break-even afterwards. All right, good to see you, everyone. Once again, thank you for joining. Orin says, let's see. In AUDJPY, if 5-minute chart candlestick reverses and closes above 82.41, 82.41 will be all the way up here. Is that a good exit? Yeah, that will be a good exit timing. Yes. If market reverses all the way up and breaks the previous high in 5, then that will be one of the good exit timings. Yeah. All right, Scott says USD Swiss franc. USD Swiss franc is now ranging as per higher time frame. USD Swiss franc, this is, hold on, so in the daily chart, it's flat right now. There is no direction as per Ichimoku. And in the forward chart, there is no direction. So simply we better stay away. Trader Steve says, some traders prefer the terms supply and demand over support resistance, though the two are slightly different. Do you have preference as we head towards the area of supply of AUDJPY? So yeah, in terms of target, or I prefer to say support. So the next support level, the target in this case, will be based on, so we are following the higher time frame, which is in the forward chart. So in the forward chart, the next previous low was all the way down here at 80.60 area, or 80.56 area is an ultimate goal, ultimate target. But before that, there was a slightly previous resistance level here at 82.20. So 80.02, sorry, 80.02 is the next target. And once it breaks, the target next one is 80.56. Yeah, that will be my target. Mikale says, hi Kay, would you have taken a trade on Euro Swiss franc this morning? Daily is down and forward chart clouds is down, 1 hour cloud was thin. Yeah, 1 hour was thin, so I didn't take any trades. Yeah, if you see thin Kumo, then no trades. And since it's a Swiss franc pair on the lower time frames are a bit tricky, so I prefer to go for other pairs. But if I only see Swiss franc pair to be trending, but other ones ranging, then I might take the Swiss franc. Otherwise, I prefer to go with other markets, other forex pairs than Swiss franc. All right, so let me go down to the 5 and continue to monitor until I set the break-even line. Okay, so there's a little pushback. So in this case, I like the pushback because without the pushback, the market might reverse 100%. But if there's a nice pushback and pullback, then the market continuously go bearish. So that's why I'm waiting for this the next reverse in wave from here. Ale says, how can I analyze the market? I mean, what is your way of analyzing the market and enter a sell or buy? So you can go to my website. You can come to my website and click on free download and click KTS trading strategy. And on this page, I explained my strategy. You can have the free PDF download and also free video here. And you can watch and enjoy how I take trades. Alright, so yeah, let's see. So in 5-minute chart, I'm waiting for the pushback and pullback for the break even. But if the market continuously go up from here, then I will have to exit at some point. And that's why I say until I see the break even line, I have to monitor the chart. Alex says a few people will look for large rejection candles to identify supply and demand zones, but most of the time it's just an area of support resistance. Yeah. I don't see markets as supply demand, but I prefer to see as a support resistance. So I think they are kind of identical. The meanings are identical, but as far as you know, what you are seeing yourself, it should be good. Bottom line. Alright, Euro USD is now flat. Let me switch to Euro USD on the right side. Okay, oh sorry, Euro USD is now breaking bearish. It just broke the support level. Days bearish today. So it's down like over 100 pips or 110 pips. It's bearish. So Euro USD, sorry, I was watching this chart a bit earlier. It was range. I thought it was range, but now it's bearish. So in the forward chart, let me see. In the forward chart, it's going down. It broke the previous support level slightly. It's going down. So Euro USD is also a nice one. We can follow the forward chart. So in the 1 hour chart, it's going down, but the Kumo too thin, too small. So we can't trust this Kumo in 1 hour. And let's see, in 30-minute chart, the Kumo's also a bit too small, too thin. So it may be traced backwards. So we can't trade Euro USD at the moment. Yeah, I prefer to stay away from this one. Alright, hello Kishore, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for stopping by because the live stream started a bit earlier timing than is usually scheduled. But thank you for joining Kishore and everyone in this live stream. Alright, so I am ending the live stream in about a couple minutes because it's been about 1 hour so far. Maybe we can adjust the trend line to like this way and see if the market bounces along with this trend line. So as the market moves, you have to adjust the lines. Okay. Alright, Trader Steve says, I'm following the 5-minute chart on the AUDJPY. I've noticed that price is respecting the 9 EMA. when it reverses up to 9 or between 9 and 20 EMA, we might start looking to add our positions. Alright, alright. So yeah, whatever confirmations you see, you can make judgments on your trades. Personally, I'm using Bollinger Bands, stochastics, and lines, price action, and Fibonacci levels. So these are my favorites. But you can use MACD, you can use moving average, you can use RSI, or any indicators. As long as you have the right mindset, right way of taking trades and see charts, it should be fine. The fundamentals are all important. Yeah, it's all important. Alright, Asif, you're welcome. And Orca, yes, I am selling the AUDJPY at 82.314 level on the live stream. Alright, Saman, you're welcome. And Tana, you're welcome too. Glad you made some nice profit. And glad to hear that. Alright, so let me end the live session for now. So, okay, so yeah, so it was a bit of live trade, sample of live trade for myself. So I hope you learned something new with my live stream today. So yeah, since this is Friday, this is the last day of the week. So no rush. If you don't see any trading edges, then you can simply stay away and get rest well and come back charts next week. So yeah, please everybody have a great rest of your day and great weekend, and I will see you on the next one. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold everyone. Mata ne. Thank you.